guys, welcome back to Anfield. In this video I want to talk about last night's Champions League game at Anfield between Liverpool and Bologna. Now, I had problems with my friend's dodgy stick, so I couldn't watch the full game. I missed, I think, about 25 minutes to the 50th minute, 55th minute, something like that. So, but from what I've seen, we started off really well. Got an early goal, didn't we? 5 minutes in, I seen that. And that was McAllister. Good run into the box, a nice volley set up from Mohamed Salah. Then I missed majority of the game after that. From what I've been told, Bologna had a few chances. We caught the last half an hour-ish. From what I seen, Liverpool were trying to push forward, but Bologna still had a few chances. Fantastic goal from Salah for the second. One thing you should never do is let Salah go onto his left foot, come inside. And Salah just did what he does best. You know, he bent it right in the top left-hand corner. He's done it so many times. You'd think Bologna will have done the homework and not let him come inside like that. But overall, I thought Gravenberch, from what I've seen, was my man of the match. I have got some player ratings for you from This Is Anfield as usual. So sort of look what they say. So Alisson, they've given us 7, beaten early on, but by a player miles offside. Made his customary couple of calms and catches to settle us, and tipped one shot wide in great fashion. But Ali also played a big role in some frankly stupid pressure on our goal in the first half, with a series of mistakes in possession and poor choices of passes. Partly that's of course down to the options and movement ahead of him, but Arne Slot has already said at times go direct. We almost cost ourselves at least one goal, though of course Alisson redeemed a moment of 2 with actual goalkeeping. Massive save at 1-0. So that's Alisson. Now we're on to Trent Alexander-Arnold. They've given him a 7 as well. One of those matches where his passing range was on point from the first whistle, though maybe he could have sent Darwin Núñez in a split second earlier before the flag went up. However, he caught the fucking about bug and nearly gifted a goal during the aforementioned ridiculous first half spell. Much better second half, and only really got beaten by Dan and Doye once. Alright, so that's Trent. Can't believe they've actually wrote fucking in the article. I'm surprised with that. I had to look twice. So Ibrahim Kanate, he got a 7 as well. Excellent, but also involved in those absurd moments of passing out and straight to Bologna's attack, booked for seemingly being pulled about by a defender on our corner, which was quite bizarre. Huge block just after 2-0, and much more secure in the second half in general. Virgil van Dijk shown a yellow card for being considerably bigger than Bologna's forward line. Otherwise, pretty much spot on with his defensive reading and mopping up. Didn't have too much enormous moments to deal with, but showed the consistency and calmness we clearly needed and won a boatload of duels. Andy Robertson 6. Much of both teams' attacking play and build-up went down the opposite flank, so it was large spells of running without touching the ball for Robbo at times. Generally strong in the challenge when he made them, and solid with his passing, but never found a man with his crosses, and picked up a booking too. Ryan Gravenberch 8. Had the crowd singing his name after a sweet early turn on the ball, but then it nearly cost a goal when trying it again 10 minutes later. Some brilliant turns and powerful runs from deep in truth, the kind few have the combination of power and technique to pull off, but also he surged beyond his zone a fair bit, which left us open at the back. Overall, another very positive performance. Alexis McAllister, 8, showed some magic touches and opened the scoring early on with a great pass, surging run and neat tapping from a few yards. Needed a benefit from freedom to run on when the Reds were in possession, but defensively maybe we needed a bit more at times. Second half, that appeared to be the message, as he was the deepest of the three quite often, while his touch and tenacity rose a notch to go with his excellent vision. Dominic Szoboszlai, 8, so they've given man of the match. A clear up for it game from very early on. The Hungarian was quick to nip in and win the ball multiple times and played a lovely return pass in the build-up to McAllister's goal. Did the most of the three central midfielders to earn back possession, which was just as well as at times in that first half. A better on the ball showing than he has had recently, though. One or two passes into the box weren't quite on point, arguably as a result of the runs ahead of him. Definitely a big performer on the night when those were losing or lacking concentration. Great off the ball work. Mohamed Salah, 8, had 1 assist in 10 minutes or so, but it's unreasonable to think he might have had 2 or 3 in half an hour, as was the case against Wolves. A right-footed square ball to free a teammate was twice lacking the right angle and weight when it was otherwise a one-on-one situation. Still, Salah is not one to hide after falling short. He arrowed one just past the post after the hour mark, failed to make another square for another chance, then absolutely blockbusted one curling into the top corner. Relentless goal and an assist on a night when he didn't play all that well. So did he actually. Luis Diaz, 7. Lots of endeavour and bustle through much of it was outside the box or in extremely deep areas. He played an important pass first half when he was endeavouring to give the ball away in our own box to be a decent out ball. A fighter and a ball carrier would have scored if not for McAllister being a yard in front. Almost excellent, but not quite, with the end product for it. Just before he went off, he summed up his own showing by dribbling across the entire defence and penalty box before never finding the right moment to shoot and eventually sending a pass wayward. Darwin Núñez, 6, restored to centre forward after Jota's minor injury and could have perhaps scored after 90 seconds had he been on the front foot. Involved in the build-up to the opener though, and finished coolly soon after, but the ball though was just delayed and he was caught offside. Beyond that, was too quiet too often. His touch wasn't assured enough, his runs weren't aggressive enough. Early in the second half, he failed to read a pass into feet, and that was it for Arne Slot. The boss threw his arms up, turned around and gave the call for Jota. So that's the starting 11. We'll quickly do the subs. So they've given Jota a 6, who came on in for Núñez in the 59th minute. They've given Tsimikas a 7, who came on in the 70th minute for Robertson. They've given Gakpo a 6, who came on in the 70th minute for Diaz. Conor Bradley, they haven't given anything because he only came on in the 85th minute for Trent Alexander-Arnold. And the same with Curtis Jones, 85th minute for Szoboszlai. So they give Arne Slot an 8. Just the one change this time around, and a bit of a change of emphasis from Slot, who has favoured the few changes over outright rotation of late, and he didn't seem to like the one he had made this time. getting annoyed more than once by Núñez before subbing him. First Liverpool manager to win 8 of the first 9 matches is an important and notable stat, though as usual context has to be applied in terms of who we faced. The next 9 will, in general terms, across the board, be much tougher fixtures, and yet there's no question he got it right on the day. I'll bet with his strongest available lineup to make sure the job gets done. So yeah, that's what this is Anfield's ratings were. I thought a few of the ratings were a little bit high, but apart from that, I mean, like I said, I didn't watch the full game, so I can't really give my opinion on the full game. From what I seen, I thought Liverpool were under par, really, to be honest. Apart from Salah's great goal, McAllister's play was really good. But yeah, let me know in the comments what I've missed, if I've missed anything, what you thought of the game, your ratings if you'd like to. But apart from that, that's it for now. Take it easy.